I am yesterday. I am time. I am eternity.
And here we are once again. Yoga shirts off the cuff. Because I'm not medicated enough, and this thing is just like killing me. But he picked the music.
God, I want to commit suicide. I really do.
No, I asked for razor blades earlier.
That was the song "I Am" by the group. The
And I
band.
do it the right way.
Yeah, really, up and down. That was Attrition. That was the name of the band, Attrition. And that was "I Am." Actually, I'm going to play a little more of that just to make it.
Stretch out your
No.
hand.
You're killing me, dude.
And that is actually part of the point of today's show.
Yeah, I get it, but I don't want to die while doing the show.
No shit. This is something that they do on award shows every year, which is where they go through
In memoriam.
right the list of celebrities that have passed away that are of some note.
Significance.
Yeah.
Yes.
I went through. I was on a website today, and it was like I typed in celebrity, and the first thing that comes up is deaths, 2012. I went on that site, and I went through 400 names in December, and I'm like, I don't think they were that famous then.
Well,
That's like putting me on the list.
you're not dead yet.
Exactly, but
But you keep playing that music, I will kill you.
all right. So what are we doing today? This is today. I have once again my lovely girlfriend M, also known as the Russian.
Also known as the sick Russian. But yeah, here I am.
Yes, she is fighting through illness.
Yeah, flying. Yeah, plowing, whatever.
And we're going to talk about dead celebrities. That's the title of the show, Who Died. And there's quite a few people. Some we won't miss quite as much as others.
Right, but there are some that made quite an impression, even if it wasn't necessarily in the last, I don't know, decade.
Right.
They still made a lasting impression.
And there were some that made comebacks in the last decade,
Yes.
which I thought was really fun. All right, so we're going to go through this. Ladies first.
Okay.
Why don't you give me the name of your first dead celebrity?
Well, since I went on the Spick website,
Spick website.
Spick, it gave me Puerto Rican deaths. What do you want me to tell you?
Yeah,
Seriously, dead Puerto Ricans.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look that up later on.
No,
Okay.
seriously.
Okay.
Hector Macho Camacho.
Go ahead.
No, I don't know a single thing about boxing,
Mm-hmm.
but I do know that he was a Boricua, very much like you.
Yes, it was. Except he was tough.
Well, apparently not so much. They said he was dangerously wounded. How do you not get dangerously wounded? The man was outside a nightclub in a car. Somebody shot him.
Yes. Yes, they did, and they found like I said, several pounds of cocaine in the car. It was
whatever. But I'm sorry, there is no such thing as a safe gunshot wound.
No, there isn't.
Some are safer than others. There's a through and through. There's a small caliber.
I mean, he died. That means it's fatal, right?
Yeah, but they called it dangerous, and then apparently he died 3 or 4 days later.
No, I did a show that I talked about that one in particular because there are so few notable, famous Puerto Ricans out there. So we got Hector, Macho Camacho, J Lo, and then after that it takes a big drop off.
Yeah.
There really aren't a lot of us.
No, there aren't.
Yeah.
It's very true.
Okay, I'm gonna call. I have first person on my list here. This is very recent. Norman Schwarzkopf.
Yes, the general.
That's right. That was the whole that was Desert Storm, wasn't it?
Yes.
That was the whole Desert Storm thing. And for the last 2 decades, this guy was the epitome of manly American ruggedness, and I'm gonna go in there and kick ass and look like this all the time. And he was just badass all the time. Died at 78 years old.
Well, eventually we all do.
Yeah, but That was, well, I'm not a big fan of military, never have been. Anybody that knows me would understand why.
You'd never want to be that brave.
No, I never wanted to be that brave. You actually nailed it right on the head. I admire people that do serve,
Yes.
but I never wanted to serve because I know I'm not that.
And this
tough.
is one of the reasons. While he's still alive, I'm sorry, I'm going to interject here.
Go ahead.
While Jack Nicholson and A Few Good Men, I totally understand
Right.
where he was coming from.
Yeah. How dare you ask
Yes.
to explain myself?
Yeah, the very freedom that I provide.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, next one for you.
I'm gonna go with another Latino apparently, because that seems to be my gringa.
We do tend to
theme.
die a lot.
Yeah. Lupe Ontiveros.
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah. Well, I told you about her earlier. You just okay. The first
Was I
time I
drunk?
saw her, no.
No, okay.
The first time I saw her was on Selena,
Mm-hmm.
and then she played on so many different shows, and then ultimately on Desperate Housewives.
Oh, that's right. No, yeah, I remember. Yes.
Yes.
And in the movie Selena, she played the woman that murdered her.
Yes. She played her
Right.
number one fan.
Right, her number one fan who ended up betraying her, then killing her.
Yes.
But the actress herself, very talented.
Very talented, very sweet, very effervescent.
Let's see.
Yeah.
She really was. She reminded me of somebody on my own family, actually.
Yeah, I've met your family.
Like all of them.
Yeah.
Coming up next, one of my all-time favorite actors from such movies as, I don't know, everything. Jack Klugman. Jack Klugman, movies, TV.
But you know his most famous claim to fame?
You mean besides The Odd Couple?
Yes, besides that.
12 Angry Men?
Besides that.
All right, go ahead. You've intrigued me. What else?
Quincy.
Oh, yeah. I didn't like Quincy.
You didn't have to like it, but I'm saying that in his...
I think he was more famous for being Oscar Madison than Quincy M.D.
I disagree with you.
Oh, you're completely wrong.
Well, considering that that's what I do for a living, no, you're wrong.
But no, I did watch a few episodes of Quincy. I didn't dig it. I think I was too young for it at the time.
You know what it was? It was the early version of CSI.
Yes.
It really
Right.
was.
He was not a mortician. He was
a medical examiner.
You're right. So
Yeah.
basically a mortician.
CSI.
Right. And the last time I saw him in anything was actually in that movie of Greg Kinnear, where he tries to kill himself by drowning himself.
That one I don't remember.
Jack Klugman, yeah, but he saves him.
Yeah.
No, I love Jack Klugman. I always thought that faced like a hound dog, and you love looking at him all the time.
Yeah, he could have been a Walter Matthau's younger brother.
Yeah, he could have. No,
Yeah.
absolutely. Jack Klugman, 90 years old. Good for him. Good life.
I'm amazed he lasted that long.
That's
The
right,
man
'cause he
was ill
had
for a long-
cancer.
the man, was ill for a very long
And
time.
had apparently several successful surgeries. They were successful. He lived to be 90.
They were successful
I
enough,
mean, that's
yes.
pretty amazing. Okay.
Why did he die? He got old.
Yeah, really. He died getting old. All right.
Okay, so after that one, here's one that brings very special sentimental memories to me.
Okay.
The man is John Engel.
I recognize that name on some level.
He was a consummate actor. He actually taught a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And then he decided to start acting himself after like 3 decades.
Well, what would I have seen him in?
General Hospital.
Okay, I wouldn't have seen him.
No,
in that.
you wouldn't.
Actually, no, that's not true. When I was in college, all my college friends watched.
He replaced the Jowly.
Would he? Okay, would he have been on General Hospital when I was 18 years old?
No.
No. Okay, so all right, so
He wouldn't have. He replaced the actor that finally he played Edward Quartermain.
okay.
And it is a show that my mother and I watched for decades.
Mm-hmm.
And even when we missed, like, I don't know, a month,
Mm-hmm.
we could still catch up to it. He was the actor's actor. He truly was.
Right. He's just one of those guys that he may not have been the most famous guy on the planet, but everybody that knew him looked
Yeah.
up to him. And
Unfortunately, they don't in his bio when I was reading, they don't mention the previous actor who played
Mhm.
Edward Quartermain, but this guy did him proud
Right.
because he started out as just a filler,
Mm.
and then the other guy just got too sick, got dead,
Right.
and then this guy replaced him. So from '93,
Right.
this guy was Edward Quartermain on General Hospital.
Alright, see that? I would never recognize that ever. But you know what? It's
No.
something that you brought up. It meant something to you, and that's what it. That's what the whole show's about.
I used to watch all of the ABC soaps, so yeah.
Okay. Now this is a name that next up is not a name that a lot of you will know, but a lot of you will know the face, the body, and the attitude. One Charles Durning. Okay. If you watched any made-for-TV movie, if you watched any movie where they required you to be a big, fat, racist piece of shit, if you watched Rescue Me,
Yeah.
you will know who this guy is. If you watched the movie, was it A Home for the Holidays?
Holidays.
Right. And there he played a sweetheart.
Yeah, I've got a better one for you, though.
What's that? What do you got for me?
Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
There you go.
I'm sorry, he was a lot. That man could move better than you and I ever will.
Right. He had
In
that
the dancing?
He had a Jackie Gleason-ish kind of mobility to him because he was a big man, always was.
Always, yes.
Always was, but he moved, and he could play a sweetheart. He could play a complete dick. I mean, it's, if you were to tell me that you confused him with Carol O'Connor, I'd believe you, because he was that good.
He had that much versatility, yes.
Right.
And I agree with your analogy. Jackie Gleason is not bad.
Oh yeah, no, Charles Durning, great actor. Loved him a lot.
Okay.
What do you got for me?
This one's going to be a throw-in only because, and I've told you this earlier, this fucking name comes up in my crossword puzzles, and I do like 3 a day. It comes up at least 3 times a week.
All right.
Ravi Shankar. He played some freaking Hindi musical instrument. He died.
Good.
Yeah. But he,
No, I'm kidding.
no, but he comes up in my puzzles all the time, and so, I think it's the lute, but
Which is probably why I never complete your puzzles.
yeah,
Ravi Shankar is in
yeah.
there somewhere. I'm never
Yeah.
going to remember that.
He was like, I think in his 90s. So the man was around for a while, but I didn't realize that he had died.
Okay.
And so this is just a throw-in because
Okay. No. I got a couple of throw-ins. Dead of heart disease at the age of 7. Coco. Australian dog actor.
wow,
I'd never heard of it, but I'm going through the list of famous people that died, and they include a fucking dog. Coco, the Australian canine actor, 7 years old, heart disease.
Aww. That's sad.
That is sad, but honestly, I think that if I'm a human being and I'm being included in famous celebrity deaths and my name's right next to Coco, I'm going to be pissed.
Wow, yeah, there is that.
Go ahead.
Okay, let's see, which one do I want to do next? Well, Larry Hagman.
Oh, I got pissed that you stole that one.
I know. Well,
you nailed Larry Hagman.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. Who shot JR? Who is JR? Why is JR?
Right. Another great actor that could play a complete dick and a sweetheart and a half, like I Dream of Jeannie. He was a total putz on that show.
Yes.
You have a genie, and you don't make that fucking bitch do everything you want?
No.
Loved it.
And really, I really hope that they retire his eyebrows somewhere. Because that man, on Dream of Jeannie, on Dallas, which was an empire.
Oh, yeah. I love Dallas. Me and my mother used to watch that show. We would watch Dallas and shows...
Knots Landing?
No, we didn't watch Knots Landing.
No?
No, we watched Dallas, Love Boat, and Fantasy Island. Yeah, but we never got into Knots Landing.
Well, Knots Landing technically followed that.
Right, yeah, I know it did, but we
Same
didn't
for-
like any of them on the show.
No?
No, we didn't.
Oh, okay.
But no, Larry Hagman, just so much
Another
fun to
one
watch.
who was sick for fucking ever.
Yeah, exactly. Man, I mean, how many livers did he go through?
3, 2, I don't know. A lot.
We are going to take a quick break. We're going to play another funeral dirge. We're going to take a little break. I'm Joe the Shirt. That's M, also known as the Russian, and we'll be
right back.
All right, look at that. Look at your throat.
I want to slash my head. I kid you not.
We are back. Oh God, I am so sorry.
Not as sorry as I am.
Wow,
I had to preview this before you chose it.
Yeah, and I didn't want to be too picky because I wanted to make sure that we got the show in, and we're already running long, so we gotta keep moving. Whose turn? It's my turn, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, I got one of the penultimate TV show hosts ever. Can you guess? Oh, no. I think you're thinking about somebody else. I got Dick Clark.
Oh.
I know who you were thinking of.
Well,
we're going to get to him later.
But he was also game show host.
But we're talking about Dick Clark now.
Oh my God.
I used to watch Dick Clark on TV.
Man finally gave it up.
Thank God. After the whole stroke business, I was just like, stop wheeling him out. Don't put him out there.
That was sad. That was so sad to watch.
Right, because for the longest time, what was the joke? He had Dick Clark's disease, where he never aged.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, boom, he was older than death itself.
A stroke will do that too.
Yeah, but you know what? I prefer to remember him as just this really fun, likable, lovable guy that who didn't want to hang out with Dick Clark?
Everybody.
You know, everybody wanted to hang out with Dick Clark.
I'm trying to remember the dance show he hosted. My brain is so dead.
American Bandstand?
Yes.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay, I just pulled that one out of my ass. Because I don't remember stuff like that.
The next thing we're going to do is play Trivial Pursuit, the Star Wars edition, so I can just look loose to you on
There you
purpose.
go. Dick Clark died April 18th. And now, have they picked a permanent replacement for his New Year's Rockin' Eve thing? Is it what's his face?
Yes.
Putz Boy?
Yes.
Okay. We're not going to mention his name on this show.
No, he's not dead.
He's Putz Boy. All right. It's your turn, please.
But here's, yep, okay. Michael Clark Duncan.
Oh.
Who would have thought that lug of a huggable, sweet man would just...
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. We saw him, it was Green Mile was the first time I saw him.
Right.
That ginormous human being that from what the rumor mill, the buzz, he was just a gigantic sweetheart.
Right, just as sweet as the character he portrayed.
Right, yeah.
And he was like, what, 52 when he died?
Yeah, really young.
Very, very young. Big guy, a great actor. I'm sorry to say he was typecast because he was so big.
And
it's
black.
tough.
Yeah, big, black.
Yeah, and I loved him. Okay, I'm going to say that I loved him in the movie Daredevil as the Kingpin.
Yes.
Even though the character traditionally has always been white.
Doesn't matter though. He did a good job.
He did a great job. He was big, intimidating, imposing, intelligent. He was the Kingpin, and Michael Clark Duncan. Yeah.
And now he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. I'll miss him too. Okay, time for... Oh, who do I want to go with? Okay, you know what? I'm going to change from the normal celebrity.
Sorry.
Oh my God, we don't have a silence button for that.
Right.
Okay.
My bad.
Art Modell. He used to be the owner of the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
He sold his... If you need to sneeze, baby. He had moved his team to Baltimore. Now the Ravens. The year after he moved his team, they were like NFL champs. So everybody in
NFL
Cleveland,
or NBA?
NFL.
NFL. Sorry.
So everybody in Cleveland hated Art
Hey.
Modell. Remember I told you? I was talking to a buddy of mine that I used to work with. I was like, Art Modell is a fucking genius. He got his team. He moved it, made it the Ravens. It became champions, which is a very normal thing. A lot of times when teams move, they win the NFL championship.
Yeah.
He got so pissed off at me, he spit at me. A friend of mine, a good friend of mine that I used to work with, took a big drink of water and just spit in my face because I was saying Art Modell is a genius.
Okay.
Sports fans are weird.
Yes. Okay. This one was very, very touching to me.
Okay.
Her name is Catherine Justin. She played Mrs. Landingham on The West Wing.
Okay.
And
I saw that episode with you like twice, actually.
yes. And then she was on The Desperate Housewives, and they wove her actual struggle with cancer into the show.
Right, she really was sick, and she died like a little bit after the last
I don't know, a couple of weeks.
episode
Shortly
of
thereafter.
Desperate Housewives. Yeah, I watched Desperate Housewives. What?
But she was so good.
Mm-hmm.
She was also a consummate character actress
Mm-hmm.
in like a shitload of stuff.
Right, she's one of those actors that you may not know what the fuck her name is.
Yeah.
But if you see her, you go, oh!
But
That chick.
In Mrs. Lanning, I swear, one of my favorite lines.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like I don't even know you.
Mm.
Because when Bartlett wasn't performing up to his standards,
Mm-hmm.
she said, "Well, it's like I don't even know you." She taught him through. She took him through prep school.
There you go. No, that's
No,
a
she-
good one. Okay.
Who's next?
Coming up next, I have another television institution,
Uh-huh.
Andy Griffith.
Oh my God, that's right.
Okay, let's see. What do we know Andy Griffith from? Let's see. Well, let's see, The Andy Griffith Show. The Sheriff on Mayberry. That's right. Was it Matlock?
Yes.
Matlock.
Oh, my mother loved that show.
Old people love Matlock. And your mother
yeah.
was old. So
Yes.
that makes sense. But you know what? He was, as Andy Taylor, he was just so likable on The Andy Griffith Show. I don't even know why they bothered to call it that. And he was great on Matlock. And he was just one of those guys that, such a goofy look to him.
Well, don't you remember there was a time when people used to name shows after the character's name?
Yes, after the actor's name. Yeah,
yeah.
right. Which made no sense to me whatsoever.
It was just a trend, and that's what they did.
But he always came off as the guy you wanted to talk to when you needed fatherly advice.
Yeah.
He was just that guy. I mean, he beat out even Tom Bosley on that one. And Tom Bosley was quite the dad character.
Yeah, but, okay.
All right, moving on. We might have to do a second show to go through all our names.
Well, I only have a couple more. How many more you got?
I got loads, but you can share them with me.
Okay. I've got Ron Palillo.
Okay, all right. Don't ever do an impression of Arnold Horshack ever again in my presence, because it's bad.
It used to be better. I'm also sick.
No. One of my all-time favorite TV shows when I was a kid.
Welcome back.
And which actually leads into another name I have, which I'm going to join with yours right now.
Okay.
I want to talk about this. Robert Hageas, also known as Juan Epstein.
Really? The Jewish Puerto Rican?
The Puerto Rican Jew. The
excuse
Puerto
me.
Rican, not the Jewish Puerto, the Puerto Rican Jew. These guys were just so funny, so talented. Oh, they both had the big Jew fros.
Yes, they did.
I mean, everybody remembers Gabe Kaplan. Everybody remembers. What was the big name on that show? What was it?
The dimple guy, John Travolta.
John Travolta, something or another. Yeah, everybody remembers them, but without Horshack and Epstein and Boom Boom Washington. What's the point of being the leader of the Sweat Hogs if there are no Sweat Hogs? Exactly.
I agree.
And those are two of my favorites from that show. We believe that I actually might be secretly Jewish.
Yes.
So I might actually
Have
be
you
a
seen
Puerto
your
Rican
nose
Jew.
lately?
Yeah, exactly.
You're definitely Jewish.
Okay, you take lead on the next one. Go ahead.
Okay, Sherman Hemsley. We're moving on up to the east side.
The deluxe apartment.
You know what my favorite part of that show was when he called her, was it Wheezy?
Yeah.
Okay. One of my long time ago boyfriend's brother called my very best friend Wheezy just to piss her off.
Was her name actually Louise?
Louise.
Ah, okay.
But she could not stand it.
Let's see.
She always thought it was a derogatory term.
And see, I always thought she was fucking hot.
Well, yes.
She's totally hot.
But
I thought.
But that's perception, and that's how you take it.
Yeah.
And he always went, "Where's Wheezy?"
No. And Sherman Hemsley, who is the actual person that died that we should be talking about here, I loved his attitude from the jump. First time I saw him, you remember when you first saw him?
I love at first bite. That was for me.
Yeah, All in the Family.
I didn't watch that show.
He was Archie Bunker's opposite in that show. That's where he got the spin-off to do.
The Jeffersons?
Exactly.
Oh, I'd see. I could not.
They even had their son Lamont.
I wasn't here early enough to watch the show, and then when I tried watching it, I couldn't understand it.
Right.
So no.
But I loved the three-piece suits that he wore on the Jeffersons.
Well,
and,
yeah.
It's just like
Yeah,
I'm letting you know, I'm bad.
But my favorite scene, really, with him is from Love at First Bite.
Okay.
Because he's a preacher. When they make a mistake in the coffins, and you've got George Hamilton in the coffin,
right?
But he's in a church about to be buried, and Sherman Hemsley is the pastor,
right?
And he's like, "Because when you is gone, and there ain't no way, no how, anything's gonna bring you back to life." And then he opens the coffin. This is not the lobby of the Plaza Hotel.
and he played the deacon on the TV show Amen.
Yes, he did.
Which he was also great on. Oh my God, Sherman Hemsley love. They just finished the legal battle for his body. I'm not going to talk about that.
No.
Okay. I think we have time for one or two more, and then we can end up taking a break because I want to keep going through a few more of these names. Okay, this I found insulting, even though I had no real personal respect for this man. How they describe him was insulting. Vidal Sassoon. They had his name on the website.
Yeah, how did they describe him?
Hairdresser.
Oh my God!
That's it.
Hairdresser.
Hairdresser. Yeah, I'm looking at the website.
The man had his own line of hair products, hair accessories.
Salons around the world, right?
Yes. Hairstyles. I think he had his own fragrance line as well.
Right. And I'm looking at it, I was like, oh, he died. Who was it? Vidal Sassoon. And the little blurb next to it, hairdresser. I was like, okay, I don't know much about this guy. I didn't care that much. But I know, if I know the name Vidal Sassoon, that means that it was big enough for somebody that doesn't give a shit about hair to notice. And no, that's wrong. But Vidal Sassoon, no, you're right. I think he did have fragrances and hairstyles.
I think he actually had clothing as well. Not quite as big as Calvin Klein, who I don't think is dead yet. But
no, not quite as hoary as Calvin Klein. But yeah, I was a little ticked off. Now, do you have a quick one, or do we want to end this part of the show here?
No, I have a really quick one because it evoked a lot of memories.
Okay.
And the man's name is Andy Williams, who is a singer, songwriter, and performer. And because I got treated to the Donnie and Marie Christmas show, they showed him on the screen when Marie first performed.
Right.
And they sang a duet together. Can't remember quite how old he was, but the man, he did arrangements, and he had that almost Bing Crosby velvety voice.
That crooner kind of quality to him.
And very charming.
What? I don't know if you have enough time to answer this question. What's the difference between a crooner and a troubadour?
Troubadour is normally somebody who actually plays an instrument and
Okay.
performs
All right.
from Hamlet to Hamlet.
Okay.
A crooner is somebody who can just like make you do things with their voice.
Ah.
Are we done here?
Svengali kind of thing?
Look, your crooner, yes.
All right, yeah. No, we are done.
A crooner is a vocal Svengali.
We're gonna
Stretch out your
listen to crap while we go out. I'm planning on doing another show. I don't know if Em will be here with me. She might be going into the bathroom to slit her wrist. Choke herself with one of my ties. And then we have lots of prescription drugs that she can take. And twist up that way. Or she's going to, she might go to the roof and just throw herself off. If attrition continues to play, I'm Joe the Shirt. That is the Russian. We've been off the cuff. Thank you for listening. And we got another show coming up. We got a lot more names. And I want to share it with you, okay? You guys take care.